5 straight years in the playoffs, 5 straight one and dones. This must be what Peyton Manning felt like for all those years in Indy before he finally won the Super Bowl. This one hurts. It hurts a lot. This and the San Diego loss are the two that you really felt that the Bengals should have won. And this one, they had it. It had it in their grasp. And they crumbled. This one hurts. This is up there with the Reds' collapse in 2012 to the Giants, where they lost 3 straight at home. I don't know what it is. Oh, that loss hurts. That hurts. Now, it wasn't all bad. We can go over a couple good things that happened from that game. For one, A.J. McCarron was really good. Now, he didn't have the best completion percentage or anything like that, but he played really well throughout the entire game. He wasn't making a ton of mistakes. And he did exactly what he needed to do. He was great. He should have a playoff win under his belt right now. I was very impressed with A.J. McCarron. I think if Dalton was in there, I think they would have gotten another score or two, and they would have won. But under the circumstances, still, the Bengals should have won, and A.J. McCarron was really good. Secondly, the defense played really well. I was quite happy with how they were playing. But there's a lot more negative to take away from this one. For one, the refs were terrible. Just plain terrible. First of all, that hit on Sean Williams was nowhere close to helmet to helmet, and you can see him pull up at the last second as he's about to hit him. That was not a vicious hit at all. Secondly, terribly missed the call on Ryan Shazier hitting Gio Bernard. If Sean Williams was a foul, that definitely was a foul. Should have been flagged. They missed so many calls. They didn't even flag Joey Porter for being on the field. How do you not flag Joey Porter for being on the field and cussing out the Bengals players? I don't blame Adam Jones for being upset. He absolutely should have been flagged. No doubt about that. Then we get to Jeremy Hill. He's had some fumbling issues before. Came up again. And you think, oh, why not take a knee? Well, in that situation, you get a first down or two, the game is over. You take knees, Steelers get the ball, and they still have enough time. With as good as Roethlisberger had played, yeah, they could have made a game-winning drive and taken the game away. Then we have Perfect and Jones. Oh, Perfect. Now, by rule, that was a flag on Perfect. He should have been flagged for that. I understand that. That was a vicious hit. But James Harrison has said it. Deion Sanders has said it. Really, it shouldn't have been a flag. We understand why. But I don't think all the vitriol against Perfect should be as big as it's been. Like he completely cost them the game. You slow that down, and you look at the angle from behind, you can see Perfect turn his body to where he's leaning in with his shoulder and not his head. So he was aware. He did what he could do. And plus, he had 3 steps in a second to change. He did about all he could do. Because I don't see how you can totally change your momentum and direction when you're heading full speed, assuming Antonio Brown is going to make that catch and trying to make that tackle. So if he misses that tackle, Antonio Brown's going to the house for a touchdown. And we have Adam Jones. I totally get him being mad. He should be mad. Joey Porter should not have been on the field. There should have been an offsetting penalty for that. And it should not have been a chip shot for Chris Boswell. Absolutely, there should have been an offsetting penalty. Jones wasn't right in what he did. But if Porter is on the field cussing out the Bengals, and I was a Bengal, I'd be mad too. That shouldn't be happening like that. That's ridiculous. Now, for those who are calling for Marvin Lewis's job because of what happened with Perfect, stop. I feel pretty confident in saying he's done just about everything he can do and say, except maybe bench him to get him to stop. And that's a tough decision as a coach. He's your second best defensive player. And clearly when he came back, the defense improved immensely. So you take him out, game's on the line. He's a playmaker. I don't know how you just say, yeah, you're done. Sit on the bench. When you know how much you lose when he is off the field. That's a tough call. You can't exactly blame him for keeping him in there in that situation. So earlier in the game, yeah, you sit him down for a play. But crunch time like that, I understand keeping him out there. But Perfect. Oh, dude. This guy leads the league in unnecessary roughness fouls since like 2012. He's got to stop it. Really, he needs an ultimatum. Someone needs to sit him down and tell him, you got to clean up your act or you're going to be cut. Because whatever Lewis is saying, it hasn't worked. He just doesn't want to control himself, and he has to learn how to control himself. Marvin Lewis and Paul Gunther can't watch him every single play, trying to make sure he doesn't blow up at a ref or an opponent. He needs to learn how to control himself. He and Jones are phenomenal players. They messed up. Perfect, like I said, doesn't deserve all the vitriol that he's gotten. Because he did try and change his direction to where it wasn't a helmet-to-helmet hit. And Jones, we totally get him being mad. His foul should have been offset by a foul on Joey Porter. But once again, tough luck strikes Cincinnati. You want to be mad at Marvin Lewis for his playoff record? I get it. But for what Perfect has done, Perfect's a grown man. He should be held responsible. Bad luck always seems to strike Cincinnati. Another one and done. And if you want to leave him for the stuff on the field, I got news for you. You can look at almost any other NFL team. You're going to see some of the same issues. There's hotheads on a lot of teams. And apparently their coaching staffs. But for me, I'm going to stay loyal. Remain hopeful. It's a talented team. I think they can go places. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Hooday! Peace.